It is not that you don't know how to sell. It's not that you suck at sales. Your business isn't making money because you're the worst salesperson. It probably has more to do with the fact that your offer isn't irresistible. And so today I want to save some of my entrepreneurs and teach you how to make an offer that converts like crazy. Hey, you guys, my name is Donnie Wiggins. I am a business coach, entrepreneur, podcaster, and just all the things. But what I do very, very well is teach people how to build successful businesses. Welcome to another episode of Full Transparency, where I talk to you about all things entrepreneurship, the life experiences we go through, the business experiences that we go through, and issues that we might experience along the way. And today we are talking about converting offers or crafting offers that convert like crazy. Now, if you've been following along, you know that I am down the Alex Hormozi rabbit hole because I believe he has the blueprint figured out when it comes to creating offers that are irresistible and that people absolutely want, and creating messaging, communicating messaging around these offers that makes his offers a no-brainer. And so I want to do that with you too. We're actually not talking about the most recent book that he bought. I want to take it all the way back to $100 million offers. And I want us together to break down the framework that he and so many other people, myself included, use to create our offers. Now, I taught this a few days ago inside of my mentorship community, Actionable CEO. What you won't get here is the ability to present your business to me so I can tell you if you actually have an irresistible offer that converts. You won't get that, but you're going to get a whole lot of notes today. If you want the opportunity to present your business and ask questions and all the things, you need to be in my mentorship community. It's just $97 a month. And I think we're still giving the first 7 days away for free. So it's a no-brainer to come check it out and make sure it's a good place for you. So your offer is weak. I'm confident in saying that. I look at a lot of offers every single day. I'm always clicking through y'all stuff. I want to see who's standing out. And the truth is, nobody. See, look, it's not that you have to have these super high-level sales skills and know all the language and how to overcome objections and all the things. While those things are important, the offer is the most important thing. A good offer will sell without you having to have all the bells and whistles, without you having to have all of the complicated funnels or using the pressure tactics, which I hate so much. We want a 10 out of 10 offer. A 10 out of 10 offer creates urgency, meaning people see the offer and they realize, I need this right now. It also generates clarity for the people that you're making the offer to, meaning I am clear that if I buy this offer, if I do business with this person, that I am going to get exactly what I want. Like, I'm clear that you have the solution for me, and it builds confidence, meaning I believe that I need this offer. I believe that you have my answer. And I feel so strongly about this that I am confident that once I use your offer, that I am going to be in the place that I have been trying to get to all along. So I want you to stop right now and I want you to ask yourself, what's your current offer? What are you selling right now? And this is going to work whether you're selling apparel, whether you're selling consulting services, whether you're selling digital products, all the things. This is going to work regardless. So what is your offer right now? You should be taking notes on this episode. You should be taking notes on this episode. I'm talking to you, all right? Because a short pencil will take you a whole lot further than a short memory. So let's get the notes written down, all right? What is your offer? Let's write it down. And when I'm asking you what your offer is, I am talking about the number one offer. I understand that you have 2 and 3 offers, and when you click on this link, it's going to upsell and downsell and cross-promote all these different things. But what is the flagship offer that you offer to people that gets the biggest transformation and that is responsible, or you believe will be responsible for generating the most revenue in your business? Write that down. Next, would you buy that offer from you today? Would you buy the offer if you were the customer who needed to solve the problem that your offer solves? Would you buy it from you right now? Like, is it a no-brainer? Third, would you buy it at the price that you're offering at? The reason that I want you to think about this is because a lot of times, especially if we're in a transformational business, but even if you're in apparel or things like that, like if this is not a quality that you would buy for yourself, strong chances are, other people aren't going to buy it either, right? If this is an offer that you wouldn't buy, especially if it's transformational. If you don't see yourself getting the solution from your offer, chances are other people won't either. All right? Other people won't either. So let's talk about 4 key components that your offer needs to have. Hey, entrepreneurs who are seeking personal growth, financial growth, and professional growth. That ultimately means you are looking to shift your life, grow your business, make more money, and have better money habits. You need mentorship. You need a community of people who are on the same pathway and have a very similar goal as you. Hi, I am Donnie Wiggins, the CEO and founder of Actionable CEO. I have built business after business after business. I work behind some of the most renowned brands that are out right now, helping them to start, grow, and scale their businesses. And I would love to do the same thing for you too. Inside of Actionable CEO, we create new habits, we unlearn limiting beliefs, and we work together to take massive action on our business. If you are someone who needs the accountability, you need the community, and you need the mentorship, I invite you to come on over and check out Actionable CEO. Become a member. I'll see you there. Bye. All right. The very first thing is a dream outcome. A dream outcome. Does your offer communicate a dream outcome? Meaning, this is the offer that I want really, really badly. This is not features. I don't want your Zoom link. I don't want your fast shipping. I don't want any of those things. How is this going to create a transformation for me in how I feel, how I look, how much I'm worth, the lifestyle that I'm able to generate, all the things? Does this have a dream outcome, and is your offer communicating a dream outcome? I did an example with a young lady in my mentorship community. She is a hormone replacement therapist for people, for women specifically over the ages of 40 who are struggling with premenopausal, perimenopausal, and menopausal symptoms, right? And in her offer, she had been communicating like, there's a 75% likelihood that you'll feel better after my hormone replacement therapy program. And nobody is up at night thinking about being 75% better. When we're talking about hot flashes and fatigue, memory loss, lack of clarity, don't nobody want your 75%? Nobody, right? We're looking for an immediate solution. And so as I'm asking her questions, I'm like, well, why 75%? What's happening with the other 25%? And she says, well, the truth is, out of all the clients that I've worked with, about 85% of the women who actually stay on the program and they experience immediate results. Well, the dream outcome is the immediate relief that most women experience. So then I say, why are you communicating 75%? And she's like, well, because I just don't want to make it, I don't want to make any promises or make it seem. Well, but this 75% is coming out of the thin blue sky. Like, you have no data to support only 75%. In fact, you have data to support 85% of the women actually complete your program, and many of them experience immediate results within like 2 weeks, free of hot flashes. That is the dream outcome. If I am a woman above age 40 who's experiencing hot flashes, which I'm not just yet, but if I were, right, I know what it feels like to be hot. I do know what it feels like to have night sweats. If I am up experiencing this in the middle of the night, I want immediate relief. I want to be able to go to my kitchen, grab something, and feel great. That's the dream outcome. Does your offer communicate a dream outcome? Number 2, does your offer communicate a perceived likelihood of achievement? Perceived likelihood. How likely is it that your audience believes that you will help them achieve their result? How likely, right? The offer has to be presented in a way where I see, okay, this is actually a problem that I'm looking to solve, and I believe that your offer will help me do that. Number 3, time delay. Time delay. What's the delay in time from the day that I purchase your offer between that and me actually experiencing my result? When should I be able to start expecting results? How fast can I get these results? Time delay. Is your offer communicating a time delay? Number 4, effort and sacrifice. This is really important. What do I have to give up? How much time do I have to give in? What do I have to do? What is my time commitment? What is my sacrifice commitment, right? So let's go back to the hormone replacement therapy program. If this therapist had communicated that the only way that her hormone replacement therapy treatments worked is if you also stopped eating all dairy, all meat, all sugars, and you have to work out 7 days a week for at least 90 minutes a day. That probably is too much effort and too much sacrifice for the average person. We're not cutting all of that out at one time, right? We need to show me something that requires a little less sacrifice, but will help me get the result. So if she communicated to these same women, hey, you'll start to feel better, and the hormone, the HRT is what it's called, will help you. But if you add 2 days a week working out, 30 minutes each time, you're going to experience results bigger than you ever expected. That is fair effort and fair sacrifice. So, is your offer communicating the dream outcome, perceived likelihood of achievement, a time delay, and a realistic or acceptable effort and sacrifice exchange? Your job as an entrepreneur is to build a bridge. You want to build a bridge from where your audience or your target customer currently is to where they are trying to go. You want to build a bridge. And when you're building that bridge, you want it to look like an escalator. You want it to constantly be going up, meaning I am here right now. I'm here right now. I am trying to get here. And your journey needs to constantly be taking me up, 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 up. That's what your offer communicates. Now, the reality is, depending on the person and their level of sacrifice, their level of effort, for someone who has maybe, let's say, a physical fitness business, your client may start here, they're trying to get here, and they're going up, 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 up for those first 3 weeks because they're really, really excited. But then the holidays come up and it's holiday time, and then they eat all the food, and now they can't get back in the gym, so they're going to have a dip, right? They're going to come down. And then you get them to come back in the gym, and they're going back up, 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 up again, and then it's a birthday party, and they go back down. That's a staircase ladder. You want your journey to look like an escalator. Now, the truth is, some people will have the staircase ladder where they can go up and down and up and down and up and down. But on the escalator, that's what your offer needs to communicate. Hey, this is our 30-day plan where I'm taking you from here to here, and in between is the bridge to help you get there. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yes. All right. Now, let's talk about the 5 ways to make your offer a 10 out of 10 offer, meaning it checks all the boxes. It checks all the boxes, right? Let's talk about it. Step number 1, pick one painful problem that you solve. Just one. How many did I say, Zell? 1. I just said 1. I didn't say pick all your top 3. I didn't say go down the list and audit your favorite. What is the one painful problem that you solve? The truth is, even if you have multiple offers, they should all be aligned with solving the same problem. Does that make sense? Right? You may be solving the problem at a different level. You may be solving the problem in a done for you effort, a done with you effort, a done a do it yourself effort, but they should all lean toward selling one problem. And that problem is not what you think it is. It's what's keeping your ideal customer or client up in the middle of the night. What are they up stressed about as it relates to your industry? What are they up thinking about when they wake up in the middle of the night to take a bathroom break and they get back to that phone, because you know we're going to get back to the phone, and they start Googling some stuff, or they're searching on the internet? What are they searching about? What's keeping them up at night? What transformation do they really, really, really want? What transformation do they really want? So let's look at a marketing agency. You as an entrepreneur, you will hire a marketing agency. And I want you to drop it in the comments right now. Why do you think you're hiring a marketing agency? What is the ultimate transformation that you really want? What do you think it is? I'm giving you a second to write down what you think it is. Comment what you think the ultimate transformation is. Now, I asked my community actionable CEO this very same question. And there were people who said, well, if I'm hiring a marketing agency, I want exposure, I want visibility, I want more traffic. Are those things true? Those things are true. You got to be faster than that, Zell. I'm like, those things are true. But that's not the ultimate transformation. That's not the ultimate transformation. People want exposure, visibility, and more leads because they're looking to make more money. At the end of the day, the biggest goal that they are looking to accomplish is to make more money. You want a bunch of leads to do what? Make more money. You want a bunch of exposure to do what? Make more money. You want all this visibility to do what? Make more money. Because if you got the exposure and no money, is your goal accomplished? No. If you got the leads and no money, is your goal accomplished? No. The answer is no. So you have to be clear on what the ultimate transformation is that your ideal audience actually wants. All right. Number 2, how to make your offer a 10 out of 10. Create a clear promise or outcome. Again, I'm not offering you marketing help. I am showing you a way to consistently enroll 5 new high-ticket clients a month. That is a clear promise or a clear outcome. Working with me, you will have all of your systems in place so that you can build a bit, or so that you can operate your business via duplication versus you trying to do everything manually over and over and over again. At the end of our 6 weeks together or 6 months together, you'll have a fully functioning automated business that runs when you're asleep. That is a clear transformation. Okay? All right. Number 3, stack your value layers. And this is if it's relevant to you. There are components to value layers, 4 components to value layers. Number 1, a guarantee. We work together until I guarantee you will get. Now, don't create guarantees if you cannot create guarantees, right? You cannot create guarantees. So maybe you're a course creator and you have some kind of course that is transformational and you're helping somebody get a result. Maybe you're a coach or a consultant. You can say, I guarantee that your business will improve by at least 3x of what you're currently doing if you follow all of the steps, you don't skip, you don't pick and choose, you go through the entire course. All you have to do is show me that you did every single step. All you have to do is submit to me all of your homework assignments, show me your course dashboard where you've completed all of the steps, show me that you did all the work. And if your business didn't 3x, I'll give you all your money back. That is a guarantee. And it's a good guarantee because the truth is most people aren't winning because they don't complete the programs. They pick and choose the parts that they want. But you better be very, very sure that that's what generally happens in your audience before you start to offer these guarantees. Okay. The second component to your value layer is going to be bonuses. What bonuses can you add? What templates, what swipe files, what scripts, what guides, what can you give? If it's apparel, is there a matching keychain? If it's shoes, sneakers, is there an extra pair of laces? Is there a microfiber cloth that will help you? Like, what are the bonuses that you're including? Is it an onboarding call for your process? What bonus can you offer? Number 3, urgency, 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 urgency. I only have 10 seats left. This is only for a limited period of time. Once it's gone, we're done. You won't see this again until the fall. You won't see this again until the summer. I only bring this out twice a year. That makes people want to be a part of what you're doing in real time. And then number 4 for your value layer is scarcity. Everybody doesn't qualify. This is not an opportunity that's available for everybody. In order to access this program, you would have already had to have gone through this prerequisite, right? In order to hire me as a coach, you must be making at least $100,000 in revenue on an annual basis. That means that this is a scarce, limited access program, offer, product, whatever it is that you have, right? People are not excited about something that everybody can get. That's why, like, when sneaker brands come out with these limited edition sneakers, they're limited edition. Everybody's lining up. They're at the mall. People who don't go to the mall, they're at the mall. They're on StockX. They're trying to get all the things because they understand there's only 2,500 pair of these shoes that's been released out of the millions of people who want them. Scarcity. Very, very limited, right? Number 4 to your 10 out of 10 offer, reduce friction. How can we make this as easy for them as possible? How can we make it as easy for them as possible? Think about your ideal customer or client. Are they super busy? You giving them all these things, like in the beginning, you're going to have to do this, 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 and this to get your result. It's not going to look realistic for them, nor will it be appealing to them to take you up on your offer. They are looking for something with as little friction as possible. So how much can you do for them? How much can you figure out with them? You don't want to be like the IKEA package where you get the instructions that may or may not be in English, may or may not have words. Sometimes it's just pictures of some poorly illustrated pieces that you have to put together, and you're looking like, what the hell? What have I gotten myself into? You know how many things I have ordered that had to be put together that they told me was simple that I ended up having to call a task rabbit for? Because I'm not doing this. I'm not playing these games with y'all. Why are there 100 little screws for 2 pieces that need to be put together, right? Too difficult, too much friction. How can you reduce the friction? Well, you can do it through done for you services. You can do it through done with you services. You can be very, very thorough in a video library of explaining step by step. Here's what you expect at this step. And I get it. A lot of business owners think, well, that's just too much. Well, that's also the too much that makes you stand out from your competitor, right? People are purchasing based on what's convenient and what makes sense for them. Maybe you have a done for you tech setup. Maybe you have an onboarding call. Maybe you have a community that has a lot of information in it. It's only $27 a month, but you are so thorough and committed to your customer's result that your company does an onboarding call for everybody. Hey, we just want to do a quick 7-minute onboarding call with you to show you where to find all of the features of our community so you can use it right away and start receiving your result right away. That is reducing friction. The 5th component to your 10 out of 10 offer. I cannot communicate this one enough. When we're pricing based on the value of the transformation, not your time. All right. There are these braiders that will take 12 hours to braid your hair. They're telling the girls, if you want knotless boho braids, it's a 12-hour day. And they're charging you $1,200 because it's 12 hours to complete this offer, right? I don't have anything to do with that, all right? You're slow. You're slow because my braider can get it done in 4 to 6 hours with better quality hair that doesn't tangle. She comes to my home to get it done. I'm in and out in 4 to 6 hours, the end. Meanwhile, you want me to come to your braiding shop where you're going to have me sitting there for 12 hours talking over my head, doing all the things in an environment that's not necessarily comfortable for me, and you want to charge me more because it takes you longer? No, you're just slow. So we can't necessarily say that your time is the highest priority factor. It's not that. What is the value of what's being delivered, not how many hours you put into it? Because that is relative based on how fast you work. Maybe you do this on a part-time basis and you're serving your clients between work. Maybe you put the work down and you're taking care of your kids and you're cooking dinner for your wife or your husband, right? You can't base it on time. We're basing it on outcome. What is this transformation worth to people in dollars? And if you don't know where to start, a good place to start is by doing market research on somebody else, some other company that's doing what you do at a level that you admire or at level that you aspire to operate on. Now, if they're doing things much faster than you, much better than you, at a much higher level than you, and they're charging $20,000 for their offer, don't come over here trying to charge $20,000 like these people. Don't do that. All right. You say, okay, they charge $20,000, but they also operate at a level of excellence that I cannot yet compete with. Okay, let me go and find some other competitors in my market to analyze and kind of find a middle ground here. Okay, well, I do operate a little better than them. And while they're $20,000, they're just $1,000. We're way off base here. So let's do a little bit more market research. What is it worth to my client at this time? Okay, maybe you're somewhere in the middle. Maybe you're at $5,000. Maybe you're at $7,000. Maybe you're at 10. If you're just getting started, play around with the pricing and see what happens, right? But it's not based on your deliverables. Pricing is based on outcomes or certainty. Try surveying your audience. Go right on Instagram, do an Instagram poll and say, if you could get this problem solved and this was your outcome, what would that be worth to you? What would that be worth to you? How much would you invest? Okay. Now, I want you to revise your current offer using this entire framework that we've just talked about. Okay. You're writing down the core result that your offer delivers. What is the actual result? I work with clients to help them. What do you do? What is the result? Take you out of it and put them in it. What is the result that they get? Okay. How can you perceive or how can you increase the perceived value? How can you take the value that you're communicating right now and make it even more valuable? And then what bonuses, urgency, friction removals, ease of use can you add? What can you do to improve upon your offer, right? What can you do? Who is your offer for? What is the number one problem that it solves? What is the clear transformation? What makes this offer valuable? What makes this offer convenient, fast, or simple? What's the price, and why must they take advantage of it right now? Now, cheat code. We have ChatGPT now. We have AI. We have Perplexity. We have all the things. But here's what I want you to do. I don't ever want you leveraging these AI platforms to think for you. I want you to leverage it better than everybody else by plugging your own thoughts into it first. Now, I just mapped out an entire framework for you. I made it real easy. Is it easy? It's pretty easy. Like, I literally gave you all of the components for a 10 out of 10 offer, for crafting an offer that is irresistible, that people must buy right away. I gave you the framework. I want you to take some time and answer the questions that I gave you first with your own brain. And then I want you to take this information that you created with your own brain and then plug it into ChatGPT and say, hey, Chat, I just went through this whole lesson. I'm in the process of optimizing my offer to make sure that it's an irresistible 10 out of 10 offer. Can you tell me what areas that I might not be thinking about or areas that I can improve in? Not, hey, Chat, go and create a plan for me based on no information that I'm giving you so I can go out here and sell something that I'm not really qualified to sell. We're not doing that. All right. And we're not feeding Chat with basic information that the other millions of users are using to spit out the same results. Remember, this is our IP. These are our skill sets, our talents, our abilities, and our gifts. This is the way that we serve. We have to give it as much of us as possible and ask it to optimize from there. All right. So I want to hear about it. I want you to go and do it. Actually, go do this right now and then come back to this episode first before you go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out actionableceo.com. Get your 7 days of mentorship for free. And then it's $97 a month thereafter. But also comment for me. Which one of these components stood out to you the most that says, hey, I need to work on that first. I need to work on that right away. Notice I didn't say go optimize a funnel. Notice I didn't say go start sending out emails. Notice I said nothing about content, because the truth of the matter is none of those things are going to work with a crappy offer. None of those things are going to give you the result that you want if your offer is weak. So all we're focused on in this episode, say it with me, comment, offer, 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 because you're going to get sidetracked. ChatGPT is going to bring up something real interesting. AI is going to bring up something real interesting. Don't get sidetracked. We are working fully on optimizing our offer. I'll see you guys on next week's episode of Full Transparency with Donnie Wiggins, but I might see you first inside of Actionable CEO. Come and check me out. You deserve to be mentored by me. I'll see you soon. Bye.